Hey guys, Deepak here from Beer Reviees and welcome back to my channel. Just another guy on a voyage to find out everything that's new, fun and exciting in the world of booze, try them out myself and bring them back to you. So let's go ahead. So guys, we're still in the segment that I call Hey Dear, We've Got Beer. And today I'm going to be looking out for a new segment which is called Beer Bhais, which is more of one-off beers that I find out there in the market that looked interesting and I wanted to try out. So let's go ahead and find out who we have for today. It's this guy. So the ARBOR Brewing Company. Looks like these guys have been in the making since the last 25 years and in nearly 2 continents. They launched their brewery in 2012 at Bangalore by Gaurav Sikka, who was the pioneer and kicked off this brewery in Bangalore, like I mentioned, which is a pretty happening joint based on the reviews that I've seen so far. Okay guys, so we all know which one it is. It's the ARBOR Brewing Company Bangalore Bliss. So I'm actually really excited with the wheat beer. I kind of have started a nice new liking towards all the wheat beers, right? It's a lot more easy go to drink. So I'm really excited to try this out. Let's see what it's all about. Okay, so a good amount of head, a decent amount of head, about one of my fingers width of head for me, and this is, it's actually definitely you can understand the wheat beer. It's got a lot. It looks like it has some kind of it has a lot of sedimentations. It's more of a mango-ish, well, not mango actually. If you've had these Musambi orange juice kind of a color, it's golden but a lot more of it's a medium gold in color, I'd say. Like you see, the head's completely gone by now, and it's definitely it looks like a thick brew for me. It's not that see-through like you generally find a lot of the wheat beers for me, especially the ones that I've had earlier. So let's go ahead and let's have a quick whiff of what it smells like. Oof, yeah, definitely I can smell the wheat, the barley, all of those things, right? Very rich aroma. I can definitely feel the rich aroma in there. On the nosing, I kind of get a bit of, it's more of the wet cardboard kind of a smell for me. You guys should probably understand that. And I'm getting like I said, the oranges. I'm actually getting a hint of oranges, fruits. I get a bit of a muskiness, like wet clothes. I'm getting that bit of a nosing when I tried it out, and yeah, I don't get any of that that alcohol hit that you generally have for the beers. Okay, so you definitely get that craft beer whiff for sure. You get that feeling that you know that you're in a brewing company. The craft beers, the pubs that you go to, you get that feeling. That's definitely there. So with that, I don't get anything too much else. Let's see how it tastes. Ooh, I immediately get that there's a particular tang that you get when you have an IPA. It's like a metallic taste in the back in the palate that you'd get when you have an IPA, right? That's coming out for this craft beer for me. It's smoother on the tongue. the taste doesn't last, but when it goes down, it slowly gets into that IPA feel for me. The bitterness, I get that pale ale. I don't think this is a IPA when I reviewed it, when I checked the details, right. Yeah, I think that's more of that hops that I feel, and yeah, I can definitely get the yeast. You get that pure smell of the yeast coming out. That's what I was talking about earlier, right? I think that's what the wet cloth smell that I was talking about is more coming around with the hops and that yeast coming in. But the aftertaste is pretty strong, and yeah, it's smooth to go in. I wouldn't call this something that gets you really refreshing, but yeah, it's something that I definitely have try out. If you guys have gone to a lot of these the craft beer pubs, this is definitely one that you'd like to try out. And yeah, for me, I kind of feel that this is more getting into the category of an IPA for me versus the wheat that I generally feel. I don't know, most of the wheats that I've liked had a bit a hint of the sweetishness, not the sugar, but the actual, it had a sweet, a little lighter in your in the taste buds for you guys to try out. This is not that easy for all of you folks. I'm definitely, for me personally, I feel that this is a bit more of the bitter side, especially for a craft beer, from all the craft beers that I've tried out. But yeah, overall I think I get a bit the hints, the fruits flavor, specifically mangoes for some reason, as well as the other fruits that you find. If you guys have had I'm sure you have, the musambi. Yeah, actually with the musambi juice, if you kind of end up with adding in a few of those seeds, the musambi orange seeds, you get a bit of bitterness. That's what I kind of feel with this. Not too overpowering, but it's still kind of putting off. Overall, pretty decent. The Arbor Bangalore Bliss. Like I said, I saw this when I dropped down to Bangalore. Those guys were telling me about this. I thought, okay, this is interesting. Let me give it a try. Since it's Indian, this is an Indian brew. But overall, I think that's about it on the taste for me. It's it's okay-ish for me. You can definitely give it a try out. But let's go into my scoring, right? Getting into the DRAB-o-meter, you guys all remember that. What do I give for the Bangalore Bliss, the wheat beer? Like I said, I generally tend to go towards wheat beers for some reason, and that's why I picked this up. This isn't too strong a beer, which like I said, I usually go for a lot more stronger beers. This is somewhere around, I think this is around the 5 ABV range, and not too much. Going into the yeah, it's 5.5. It's the 5.5 ABV. Okay guys, so with that, what do I score the Arbor Bangalore Bliss? I'm gonna say I go with, for me it's a 6.2, just for the fact that the taste wise it's not too much into that happy wheat place. The price 170 for a 330 ml, I think it's way too much, guys. But yeah, if you want to try out something new, go ahead, especially guys who like the flavors of the IPA, going more towards the bitterness or the bitter brews. This is something you might like to try out, a wheat that has those flavorings and the pieces as well. So with that, guys, that's my review. Like I always say, be safe, drink responsible, and have a nice day, guys. Cheers.